It's the World Cup final. Your country needs one more goal. You are not on the field. You are on your couch. The final whistle blows. Your team lost. You cover your face with both hands. You don't even touch your dinner. Nothing happened to your actual life tonight. No one took your money. No one took your house. So why does losing a game you didn't even play in feel this heavy? The answer has almost nothing to do with soccer. It starts with two strangers and a coin. Put one group of kids in yellow shirts. Put another group in green shirts. Split them into two teams for a game. Within minutes, the yellow team is cheering for yellow and booing green. Psychologists call this social identity theory. The moment you're placed in a group, your brain draws a line, us and them. Now put on your national team's jersey before a World Cup match. The same switch flips. A goal scored by 11 players you've never met suddenly feels like your goal. You didn't score it. You didn't even touch the ball. Your brain doesn't seem to notice the difference. Listen to the words people use after a match. When the national team wins, everyone says, "We won the World Cup," even if we spent the entire match sitting on a couch, eating chips. But after a loss, listen again. Now it's they lost, not we. They. After a win, fans wear their national jersey out on the street the next day. After a loss, the same jersey goes straight into a drawer. Researchers have actually studied this exact behavior with real fans and real jerseys. Wearing the win is called basking in reflected glory. Hiding the loss is called cutting off reflected failure. Same person, same jersey. Two completely different choices, depending on one final score. Here's a fair question, though. Maybe this only works because it's actually your country. You grew up watching these matches with your family. Real flag, real history, real reasons to care. Surely you need something real in common before a game can hurt this much. A scientist wanted to test exactly that. And what he found is the entire reason this video exists. In the 1970s, a researcher named Henri Tajfel ran a very simple experiment. He gathered a group of complete strangers, people who had never met before. He split them into two groups, not by country, not by family, not by anything real at all. In some versions of the test, the split was barely more than a coin flip, a random number, a meaningless label. That was the entire reason for the split. Tajfel expected nothing interesting to happen. His theory was that people need a real reason, competition, history, something at stake, before they start favoring their own group. He was wrong. Even with a meaningless label, with zero history and zero reason, people still treated their own random group better than the other one. Strangers who had nothing in common except a label picked minutes earlier started acting like a team. The brain doesn't need a good reason to pick a side. It just needs a side. This is exactly what happens during the World Cup, on a planetary scale. A flag becomes us. Another flag becomes them. For 90 minutes, billions of strangers who will never meet each other pick a side, based on a flag none of them chose to be born under. So when your team loses and the evening suddenly feels heavier than it should, that's not really about the match. That's the same old switch Tajfel found with a coin 50 years ago. Tajfel wasn't trying to explain soccer fans. He was trying to understand something much darker, how groups of people end up disliking each other for almost no real reason at all. What he found was both reassuring and a little unsettling. Reassuring, because it means the bond you feel watching your country play is real. Your brain isn't broken. It's just doing exactly what brains are built to do. unsettling, because that bond apparently doesn't need much to exist in the first place. A coin flip is enough. Next time your team loses and you feel that small ache in your chest, you'll know exactly where it came from. It just won't make the loss hurt any less.